Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. Hope you're having a happy Hanukkah and a happy holidays. And welcome into the rinks here in Hauppauge, New York. Brady Campbell joining you here tonight for a very special event for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League tonight. The SCHSHL All-Star Game and Skills Competition just moments away here on the North Rink. Once again, I'm Brady Campbell. We'll have Travis Quigley on the ice throughout the night as well. Wally Mitchell on the benches, working the cameras, helping us out too. And it should be a fun one here as the players take the ice for warm-ups. And it should be a good one. It'll be the All-Star Game to close out the night. It will be 3-on-3 tournament style. 4 teams will battle things out in the semifinals before a championship game in that one. But we'll start things off here with the skills competition a few moments from now. We'll have some player introductions and then 4 skills competitions starting with fastest skater. That'll be another bracket tournament style as well. Team relay, where the players of their respective high school teams will line up together, despite the fact that they will be doing battle later on tonight in the 3-on-3 tournament, and determine which team can run the relay the fastest. Then the hardest shot competition, that should be a good one as well before the breakaway contest. The goalies get involved, and that should be an exciting one. We'll have a little bit of an ice cut between that and the games as well, but 4 teams here. We got the red team, the black team, the white team, and the blue team. And our very own Travis Quigley and Brendan Yerkes there down on the ice will help us out with the introductions momentarily as the players just getting their feet under them here, meeting up with the coaches and a few college players from the local teams coming in to help us out as well tonight, along with the local college teams coaches who will be the respective coaches for the 4 teams. As it looks like we're ready to go here at center ice for player introductions as the teams will line up. Every team here on the varsity level does have a representative, as we also have the freshman game and soon the junior varsity all-star game over on the South Rink going on as well. Be sure to check that out too. But it looks like we're just about set for player introductions here, so we'll send it down to Travis Quigley in just a moment for the introductions. As teams will now head to the benches as we're almost set to start. Teams wearing their respective high school uniforms, some in the home, some in the away. That'll come more into play when we get to the game action. Well, we're just about to set to kick things off here with the fastest skater. Starting things off from East Islip will be Logan Barton here as he's lined up against Ethan Burdey of Connecticut Sayville. Both at the red line. It'll be 1 ref on each side at the blue line. When they start the clock, the nets are pushed to the top of the crease. All the rest of the players on the bench. One of the college players will be recording the times. And the rest of the fastest skaters will be standing in the center dot as they await their turn. Burdey here in the red, lined up on the near side, on the far side red line. That is Barton in the black uniform. We're set to go. And they blow the whistle, we're underway. Barton against Burdey. Barton skating right to left, Burdey left to right as both players turn around the net, crossover center ice here. It's going to be a close one as they turn around the nets here, approaching the finish line. And that's going to be a close one. We're going to have to wait to see. Both players take a lap around the net, cross the red finish line. Well, have to see who gets the nod there. Burdett and Barton both showing off their speed. That was a close one. Have to get the winner here in just a second as they're trying to figure it out, but we're lined up for the next one. Franco Justinsik against Declan Monkwitz. Justinsik from Kings Park Comac, Monkwitz from Middle Country. Be Monkwitz here in the white on the near side. So it looks like they're still deliberating the last race here. Something holding them up there in front of the scorer's table. And looks like Justinsik was actually on the bench there, so he'll hop over and skate out for his turn here in the fastest skater. Both players are lined up, and now here we go. Whistle blows. We go around the net. Another tight one as they both get around at the same time, crossing the red line here. One last turn. Almost slipping there was Monkwitz, but he regains control there, and he will get the victory by a stride or two over Justinsik. And so he'll move on to the next round. As next up for Northport Huntington, Ryan Collins against James Drago of Sachem. Both players in white. Drago on the near side. On the far side is Collins. Gonna be another tight one, it looks like. Looks like Collins is just a stride ahead or so as he crossed the red line first. Final turn, and Collins will win it by a couple strides. Ryan Collins showing off the speed there for the Northport Huntington Tigers. A few more first round matchups here. Up next, Thomas Azaridi against Gavin Barham. Barham from Smithtown Hauppauge. Azaridi from St. Anthony's. Another tight one here. Azaridi in the white with the black and gold, and in the white, red, white, and blue is Barham. Barham might be a step ahead or so, and he'll get to that red line first. By several strides there to beat out Azaridi. Barham made it look easy there. And he'll head back to center ice as we quickly approach our final first round matchup. Ethan Tam of Ward Melville against William Shields of West Islip. Here's Shields on the near side now. Tam cross near the benches. Final turn. Shields is flying, and it looks like he'll win this one. And he will by a couple of strides. So William Shields closes out the first round with his victory. My apologies, folks. That was Kieran Pollard of West Islip, not William Shields. So it's Pollard showing off the speed there to advance. That will be Barham going up against Collins here for the second race, or second round here, first race. Collins almost slipping there around the turn as they both cross the red line at the exact same time. One more turn around the nets here. Gonna be a tight one, and it just appears to be Collins by about a stride and a half to just beat out Gavin Barham there. What a race that was. That was definitely one of the closer ones thus far. And Collins just a step ahead to advance. So it's Collins just beating out Barham to come out victorious in the fastest skater competition. Couldn't ask for a much better final there, as it was really tight. Collins just about a stride or two ahead. I'd say less than two. It was probably about a stride and a half. Some really tight races there throughout, but Ryan Collins of Northport Huntington, the fastest skater winner of the skills competition, as it looks like we're moving on to team relay here. One ref at each side of the blue line once again. Net still at the top of the crease. Pretty much the same rules as well with the rest of the players on the bench, so it'll be, as you hear, Connecticut-Sayville against East Islip lined up on opposite sides here. As it'll start one player going around the net here, and they'll have to tag up when they cross over the red line again. Goalies will be involved as well. So it'll be East Islip on that far side in the black and white jerseys, and in the red here on the near side, Connecticut-Sayville as we're underway. Both players turn the red line. It's Barton against Esposito to start. One last turn. You see Haggerty here come out on the near side, as it looks like Connecticut-Sayville is about a step or so ahead, as it looks like East Islip took a tumble there on the transfer, as Dolson regains himself, skating around the net now. Was able to close the gap a little bit, and it's basically a tie now as we move on to the next one. Could be a close finish here as the goalie's just about set to go. One last turn. Now East Islip a stride or so in the lead, and the goalies will go at it. Not, of course, going quite as fast here, but East Islip just in the lead by Erga by a couple strides. One last turn. It's actually going to be pretty close here, but Bayerga just beats out Clark as Clark dove to the finish line just a bit too short. And East Islip gets the victory in that one. It'll be the fastest times. The top two times will go up against each other in the final race. As Connecticut-Sayville moves on. Or excuse me, East Islip moves on over Connecticut-Sayville.
East Islip 108.5, Connecticut-Sayville 109.5. Next up, Kings Park-Comac versus Middle Country.
So by about a second or so now, KPC, Kings Park-Comac against Middle Country. Middle Country in the red, white, and blue uniforms. KPC in the whites with the maroon and gold. This one will only have 3 skaters here, or it actually looks like, of course, Middle Country did not have a goaltender representative, so they'll have 3 skaters. KPC will have 2 and a goaltender go. We'll see if that plays a factor as we're just about set to go. And we're underway for the fastest skater relay. Coyle going for KPC against Monkwitz here, who's flying for Middle Country. Very close there. A big turn for Coyle, and it looks like Middle Country might be a step ahead because of that. Gonna be a tight one. Now KPC. A good burst there as they round the corner. And one last rush here. Dufresne, the goaltender, going up the ice. Around the net. It's going to be another tight one. Dufresne flying, but Middle Country just about a step ahead or so. Stauffer around the goal, and it looks like he will win it for Middle Country. No, they're going to have college players go. We're going to have one more here. It will be Stony Brook against Columbia. Edmonds here for Stony Brook had a head start. And he'll make that last turn here, and it looks like he'll cruise in for the victory, and therefore give the victory to Middle Country over Kings Park-Comac here in the team relay. It'll be the Tigers of Northport Huntington here, of course, led by Ryan Collins, who won the individual fastest skater against Sachem. Tigers do have one more representative, so we might have to have one of the college players or someone else skate for Sachem here. We're set to go, and we're underway. Sachem starting off on that far side, and Collins starting things off here for Northport Huntington. A tight one, pretty much neck and neck there as they cross over the red line for the first time. Still pretty much a tie as we get to the second skater. Look out here now, a slight edge for Northport Huntington. Around the neck, gonna be close as we get to the final skater here. Now flying up the wing. Once again, Northport Huntington just about a stride ahead or so. And it will be one of the college guys going for Sachem to close things out. They almost collided there. But it will be the Farmingdale Ram against the goaltender for Northport Huntington, wearing the GoPro for us tonight. Skating around the net here. It's going to be a tight one. It looks like it will be the Rams skating into the finish first and giving Sachem the victory against Northport Huntington in the team relay. Sachem just about a second or so ahead there of Northport Huntington. And this should be a good one. Of course, we had an all-time classic as far as games are concerned earlier in the season. 4-3 victory for St. Anthony's over Smithtown Hauppauge. And now they'll go at it in the team relay. That was Thomas Kankowski finishing things off, the Farmingdale Ram on the other side for Team Sachem. Joining us here tonight for the All-Star game. Kankowski also a member of the Sachem varsity team before joining the Farmingdale Rams as we're underway. And it's going to be another tight one here as we expected out of the gates. Both players flying here to start things off, and we'll reach the second skater. Sorrell against Dubois. Sorrell with St. Anthony's there in the black uniform, number 18 against 79, Dubois. Sorrell appears to be a stride or so ahead. But instead, Dubois able to close the gap and get Campo off to the races first. Smithtown Hauppauge out to the lead. Campo by a couple strides against Azaridi. And Campo will get there first. Bareham now will start things off for Smithtown Hauppauge here, who's off to the lead. Trying to close things out for the Bulls before they set up Wetzel for the final stride. Bareham across, putting a little razzle-dazzle on it to close things out for Smithtown Hauppauge to get the victory. And the Bulls did not come out on top. One even there as you hear it from Travis Quigley for the Bulls. West Islip, Ward Melville to close things out. So Bulls didn't quite get the victory in their game matchup earlier in the season against the Friars, but a little bit of a measure of revenge there as they come out on top. And now Ward Melville against West Islip. Ward Melville here on the near side with the white, green, and gold. On the far side, West Islip white, blue, and gold. And we're underway here for the final first round matchup here. Which two teams will advance? Looks like Smithtown Hauppauge might be one of them. Couple tight turns here. Jarrett waiting for Ward Melville. And he's off to the races. Looks like he almost slipped there right out of the gate, but now making the sharp turn. Goalie up next for West Islip. Meanwhile, they got another one of the college guys going from here from Binghamton. Gets to the line just ahead of Jarrett. And now flying around the net for West Islip is their goaltender, number 31. It looks like he'll get the win. Tyler Sapoff will get there. One last rush. Oh, this is going to be a tight one. Both players flying neck and neck. Kieran Pollard appears to be a step ahead, though, for West Islip. And it looks like he'll get there first. He will. And West Islip picks up the victory in another pretty close relay race right there. But the Lions, looks like they'll move on.
106-26 for West Islip and 107-39 for Ward Melville.
And they will, just by a couple seconds there. Lions.
We're going to have a rematch. Smithtown Hauppauge and St. Anthony's for the Team Relay Championship.
And there you heard it, rematch for the championship of the team relay. Top two teams, and the top two times happen to go against each other already. Smithtown Hauppauge, St. Anthony's to decide the team relay champion. Wetzel will start things off here for Smithtown Hauppauge. Going up against Cormac Terry, the captain of the St. Anthony's Friars. Tight one here right out of the gates. Very close as they appeared to cross the red line there at the exact same time. One last turn. Sorrell and Dubois set to go. Dubois leaving there as Wetzel got there just ahead of Terry, it looked like. And Dubois a few strides ahead of Zach Sorrell. Dubois turning and getting there ahead of Sorrell. Sorrell 22 points on the year for the St. Anthony squad, but his team trailing again in the relay. It's Schendorf for St. Anthony's now. A couple strides behind Campo for the final race here. It's Barham ahead of the pack for Smithtown Hauppauge. A few strides ahead of Azaridi. One last turn for Barham. And it looks like he'll get there first. And the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, the 2024 All-Star Game Skills Competition Team Relay Champions. We'll wait the final times, but it looked like Barham got there a few strides ahead.
101.66. The winner of the team relay is Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls with a time of 1 minute flat and 1/100th of a second.
1 minute flat, 1/100th of a second, so almost matched their first at one flat. And the Bulls.
We have the hardest shot competition.
Bulls come out victorious here as we're approaching the hardest shot competition. Coming up next, that's probably the one that I'm most excited for here. So thus far, if you're just joining us, Ryan Collins, Northport Huntington, the winner of the individual fastest skater, and Smithtown Hauppauge, of course, just coming out on top over St. Anthony's in the team relay. Hardest shot, they'll have the radar gun parked behind the net, with one ref near the net to ensure the proper reading. Two college players will be on puck duty, retrieving the pucks, and one of the others will record the speeds. As we'll have 10 shooters, one from each team.
Participating in the hardest shot, representing Network Sandville, Brady Hall. From East Islip, Evan Lopata. From Kings Park, Coleman, John Coyle. From Middle Country, Harold Stauffer. From Northport Huntington, J.T. Caruso. From Sachem, Tyler Lorette. From St. Anthony's, James
Thanks to Travis Quigley on the introductions.
3 shots from the hash marks. 2 hardest shots will face off in the championship to determine the winner.
And there you go. So each player gets 3 shots. And starting things off for Sachem, Tyler Lorette. Stepping in there from the circle. That looked to be a good one. Rest of the players here warming up on the other side for the upcoming events, the Breakaway Challenge and, of course, the All-Star Game. See who's up next. It looks like they're getting the puck set up here. We got the on-ice cam there. Thanks to Wally Mitchell. Getting up close with the players here as they now line up for the hardest shot. Now Travis will go over the rules with them one more time. We'll have to see who's going first here. It looks like, well, they gave one of the pucks to Stauffer, but he handed it back. So 10 skaters, 1 from each team here. It looks like we're just about set to go. There will be 3 shots once again from about the hash marks there. And the top 2 hardest shooters will face off in the championship round once again to determine the hardest shot winner. Once again, if you missed it, Connecticut Sayville's Brady Hall, Evan LaFada of East Islip, Kings Park Comac, John Coyle, as it will be Stauffer there getting things started for Middle Country. And a few good ones there right out of the gates. One more shot coming up here. And that one just missed the net to that far side. But Harold Stauffer, overall, a good start to his hardest shot. And he'll get another crack at him here. 2 more shots as he drilled that one right into the middle of the net. For his makeup shot there, and off to a good start. It's going to be tough to beat, but still got 9 shooters to go. Brady Hall up next, 66 in red for the Connecticut Sayville Thunderbirds. Three shots for Hall coming up here. Steps into that one. Looked like it went in. May have caught the post as well. But now Hall on the second shot buries that one right down the middle. Couple of good ones there. One more for Hall. Buries it. Some good slap shots there from Brady Hall. See if that's enough to move on. Still 8 shooters to go. And up next for Ward Melville, Danny Breslin. 88 in white, Breslin. Looks like a lot of these shooters, maybe not intentionally, but a lot of them going low with the shot here. That one about halfway up the net, drills it off the middle bar. One last shot for Breslin, and he brings it there. A few more good shots for Breslin. And it looks like up next for Sachem, Tyler Lorette, who appeared to be testing it out before, making sure that the shot reader was correct. Now 77 in white, set to go. That looks like a good one right down the middle. 2 more shots still for Lorette. Another good one there, once again along the ice, but It's like he put a charge into it. Now one more. And he buried that one as well. Looks like 3 really good shots there from Lorette. And he might be near the top of our leaderboard. So up next, it looks like it's going to be John Coyle for KPC. Lorette, 75 miles per hour on his first shot. That's the top speed thus far. As Coyle, a few good ones here to start things off for him. And he buries that one right down the middle. So Coyle, 69, 66, 62. Second hardest shot after Lorette there. Looks like 73 from Stauffer on his final chance. And that'll be James Schendorf for St. Anthony's. Up next. Oh, that one. Top shelf to kick things off. Haven't seen too many guys go up top just yet. Another good one. He can bring it for the Friars. And his final shot here, that looked to be a good one as well. So Schendorf finishing off strong, 72, 69, 71. Might not be enough to get him into the top 2, but a good showing there from James Schendorf. And now it's JT Caruso for the Tigers of Northport Huntington. Couple good ones there. One more shot to go for Caruso. Curls back, steps into it. And that looked to be a good hard shot there, low. Didn't quite crack 70, but in the high 60s, a good showing there from Caruso. Up next will be LaFada for East Islip. Evan LaFada. The lefty steps in and drills that one down the middle. And one more shot for LaFada. Careful there. There's a puck sitting right in front of the one that he took on that last shot. Didn't seem to really be an issue for him, though. And LaFada, the top one, the first shot there, 78 miles per hour. And that will be Kieran Pollard up next for West Islip. Pollard drills the first 2. One more for Kieran Pollard. Buries it right down the middle. And Kieran Pollard with a good showing. Pollard reaching 80 on his second shot. That's the top one thus far. And to close things out here will be David Wetzel for Smithtown Hauppauge, 97 in white. Drills that one right down the middle to start things off. That was also at 80. Still 2 shots to go. He drilled that second one as well, and his final shot, as the second reached 78. His third reaching 76. So we'll get the top 2 here. If our numbers are correctly, I believe it's Pollard and Wetzel who both reached 80 miles per hour. A few close ones, LaFada at 78. 75 for Lorette. So there you go, Wetzel against Pollard. Each player will get 3 shots to determine the winner. Top 2 both reach 80 in their first few shots. So we'll see who goes first. Looks like it's Wetzel. He'll step into the first one. Boy, can he bring it. Strong one to kick things off. And the second one right down the middle there. Another strong shot. And that third one buries that one as well. So we'll get the scores here in just a moment. But David Wetzel puts himself in pretty good position here to crown himself the winner, as he hit 74 on the first, 78 in the second, and on the third, 82 miles per hour. That's going to be a tough one for Kieran Pollard to beat, but if anyone can match or beat that one, he's definitely one of the few.
78 and 82 on his final shot.
So we'll see if Pollard can match it. Pollard steps into his first shot there, and that was a strong one. Still two more. Good second shot there. Last shot to try and win it. Look to be another strong one there from Pollard. Have to wait the official scores here to determine the winner. So Kieran Pollard tied 82 on his first shot with Wetzel, and then on his third wins it with 84 miles per hour, and he beats David Wetzel to come out the victor. So Pollard, the winner, 84 miles per hour on the final shot of the competition to steal it away from David Wetzel. What a showing from all the players in that event, and especially those two cracking over 80 miles per hour multiple times. And Pollard comes out on top as we're almost set to start the breakaway contest, where they'll put the nets back to the creases. Goalies, of course, will be involved here on the breakaways. And the shooters will form at center ice here. All the others that won't be involved will head to the bench and get to showcase some of the best skills here from the top players in the SCHSHL, as they got to clear out the pucks here from the warm-ups down the other end. Kieran Pollard came out on top of the hardest shot. He will be representing Team Blue here momentarily in the game, the All-Star game. Of course, representing his West Islip Lions as well, strong in that competition. As players now forming at center ice, almost set to go. And once again, our very own Travis Quigley will go over the rules with the players. Just about set to go for the final challenge of our skills competition here, the breakaway challenge, as the players not involved will now clear towards the benches, as the goalies will head down to their respective nets. Move all the pucks there to the center ice face-off circle. And it looks like Dylan Dubois will get things started here momentarily, 79 in white. As it looks like they're explaining the rules now to the goaltenders. Down in the corner, Dubois, 79 in white for Smithtown Hauppauge. Appears to be the first shooter for the breakaway competition here. We'll see which goalie he goes up against to kick things off. And looks like at least one of the goalies here, he might go up against his own teammate, Aiden Halliday, in the goal down to the left. Down the other end is Bowden Rudloff for Northport Huntington. Looks like we might have two at a time here as well. It's now skating over to center ice for the Thunderbirds. Looks to be Haggerty. They blow the whistle in. It will be Dubois starting things off here against Halliday. Haggerty on the other side against Rudloff, and what a move there by Dubois. Haggerty, meanwhile, stopped by Rudloff. And Dubois heading back to the dot here. Looks to be maybe a little bit of confusion after that first shot. Haggerty appears to be leaving the ice after that one as well. It'll be Ethan Burde now taking it for Connecticut Sayville. On the right side against Rudloff. Dubois on the left against Dufresne, and scoring was Burde. Dubois denied by Dufresne. Now he'll head off and get ready for the game. Looks like a little bit of confusion there, but we got things sorted out, and now up for Sachem is Drago, and skating here on the right is Stauffer for Middle Country, who stopped, and meanwhile Drago couldn't get it to go against Dufresne. So a few big stops there for the goaltenders. Now Dolson and Schendorf. Dolson for East Islip on the left. Schendorf on the right, and Dolson scores. Schendorf, what a move that was. As it looked like it was his own version of the Nikita Kucherov move there, as he stick-handled the puck through the legs of the goaltender. What a move that was. And a quickly change here. It's Saunders now for Sachem on the left side. Cuts back and scores. Meanwhile on the right, Baerga makes a stop on Azaridi. So Azaridi stuffed, he'll head off to get ready for the All-Star game. As we get two new players, Lorette on the left. Moves in, cuts back, and an open net, he buries it. Oh, and a nice move there, but the wide open net and unable to bury the backhand. What a chance that was. Now Barton and McGee. McGee from Middle Country's deny. Meanwhile, Barton scores as he buries one past Halliday. Now Lafada and Sorrell. Lafada for East Islip. Moves in, tried to go behind the back with it, couldn't get it to go. Meanwhile, Sorrell denied. And so both players will head to the exit for the skills competition here rather quickly. But now Lawler and Terry. Terry for St. Anthony's. Lawler gets denied on the blocker. Meanwhile, Cormac Terry goes high over the glove, and he'll stay alive. Esposito against Barham. Well, does Esposito have up his sleeve? He just tried to sneak it through, but getting a piece was Dufresne to keep it out. Meanwhile, Barham cuts in slowly, tried to go back to the Peter Forsberg move there, but puck rolled off his stick. Hall, his wrist shot, might have caught the glove of Dufresne and went wide. Runner-up of the hardest shot, Wetzel, moving in, and a good save. By Sapoff, now rapid fire here. And the save again by Dufresne. On the other side, a nice shot there into the top corner from Charles Salamone. Now here's Coyle for KPC. Jarrett down the other end for Ward Melville. Coyle popped up in the air and it trickled in. Meanwhile, Jarrett's backhand misses. How about that goal from Coyle? It was read well by Dufresne, but just popped up over his shoulder and bounced in behind him. Blocker save down the left side, now on the right, and a nice move there by the winner of the hardest shot, Kieran Pollard. He's got hands too, and he shows them off there. Joseph Caruso. What a move that one. And now down the other end. Tiger on Tiger there. Collins gets it to go. Speaking of Tigers, a save made there on one of their. Oh, and down the other end. Ward Melville. Almost looked like Fanning on the shot there. But still getting it to go. And now multiple Patriots here will give things a try as that puck just rolled off the stick. And now Breslin fanned on the shot and couldn't get it to go. Meanwhile, here's Campo for Smithtown Hauppauge against his teammate. No goal. Almost looked like it might have went in there along the ice, but no goal called there. Now down the other end, a backhand chance stopped. And that'll do it for round one. Actually, one last save there to end round one. As now we're off and running here in round two. Nice move there and a goal. Here's Saunders for Sachem. Backhand, unable to squeak it through Dufresne. Schendorf now for St. Anthony's going left to right. With Barton going right to left. A few nice moves by Schendorf. Almost was stopped there with the paddle, but was able to get it to go. Meanwhile, Barton stopped with the right pad down the other end. And now Coyle and Lorette. Lorette stopped with the stick, and then Coyle shot goes wide. It looked like Dufresne may have gotten a piece of it to deflect it off to the corner. Here's Cormac Terry moving in on save ball. Tried to go with the Forsberg, just couldn't get it to go. Down the other end, meanwhile, we have a goal coming from Joseph Caruso. Few more shots here, round two to the backhand, and a save made by Sapoff. Here's Dolson, meanwhile. Goes in, tries to go forehand there, 5-hole, and it was closed off quickly. Here's Kieran Pollard. between his legs, and he was stopped by his teammate. Sapoff with the blocker save. Meanwhile, down the other end, another stop again. The goalie showing out here as Caruso was denied as we move in to our final few shooters. And the college guys gets involved as a save made on Thomas Kankowski. Another save made down the other end as well. Few more left to go. Another save by Sapoff, and then that one hit the crossbar down the other end and stayed out. Burde for Connecticut Sayville. Oh, he went for the Datsuk move, and it just slid off his stick. Almost scored a beauty. Kankowski moving in again. Up on his stick, and he roofed it. What a goal that was. Showing them how it's done there, Thomas Kankowski.
If Schendorf scores, Schendorf wins. If he misses, we go into sudden death for the shooters.
So there you go, Schendorf, Burde. Schendorf has to score to win it. Moving in, down the left side, Schendorf to the forehand, he buries it. And Schendorf comes out victorious here from St. Anthony's. James Schendorf, 61 in black.
We have two goalies tied in saves, and the tiebreaker for the netminders, we're going to have our college shooters going down. From West Islip, Tyler Sapoff, and from KPC, Jacob Dufresne.
Dufresne and Sapoff, you hear, tied for saves, so a little goalie showdown to close things out. It's not going to get any easier, though, as the college guys will be the ones to shoot on them. Based on what Kankowski just did, it's going to be tough for Sapoff and Dufresne, but they have been equal to the task for the most part thus far. And it looks like from Stony Brook, Brandon Gerstein, 26, the alternate captain.
Goalie is going to get 4 shots. Whoever makes the most saves is the goaltender winner for the breakaway relay.
So there you go, 4 shots on each goalie. Whoever makes the most saves wins the breakaway relay goalie edition. Gerstein in on Sapoff. And that one glanced off the post. Looked like he just beat Sapoff there. Meanwhile, Kankowski moving in on Dufresne. Kankowski tried to drag it back to the backhand and tuck it, but it slid off his stick. Edmonds for Stony Brook. And on Sapoff, cuts back and just missed wide. So far, so good for the goalies. Another chance here on Dufresne, and a blocker save. It's loose in the crease, and he's able to keep it out. There's our very own Brendan Yerkes from Hofstra. Lost the handle and it's poked away by Sapoff. Pressure once again now on Dufresne. And lost the handle there, and Dufresne able to keep it out. So far, both goalies 3 for 3. Maybe aided a tiny bit there by the shooters losing control of it. But one more here for Sapoff, and he's able to keep it out. And that will be Travis against Dufresne. Travis in on Dufresne, and oh my goodness! Around the back and roofs it over Dufresne. Oh my goodness, what a play by Travis Quigley. And meanwhile, it'll be now Kankowski moving in on Dufresne here. Drag, shoots, and just got it to go. It slid right past the pad of Dufresne.
The winner of the Breakaway Challenge, Tyler Sapoff.
And That'll do it. It'll be Tyler Sapoff, the victor of the goalie breakaway challenge.
We've got the All-Star game coming up next, 3-on-3. Team Red versus Team Blue. And then we've got Team White and Team Black facing off after that. Winners stay in the championship game. And nice stuff right now. We'll be back out in about 20 minutes to continue the All-Star festivities.
So there you go. Tyler Sapoff, the winner for the Goalies Breakaway Challenge. We'll have an ice cut here and be back in a few minutes for the All-Star game. It will be Team Red, Team Blue kicking things off in the semifinal matchup before the second one between Team White and Team Black. And of course, those two winners will face off in the All-Star Game Championship. Well, what a showing here thus far in the skills competition. Once again, quick rundown. The fastest skater solo winner from Northport Huntington was Ryan Collins. The team relay winners were the Smithtown Hop Hog Bulls. Hardest shot winner was Kieran Pollard of West Islip. And then the breakaway challenge winners, James Schendorf for the skaters of St. Anthony's. And in goal was Tyler Sapoff for West Islip. He came on top for the goalies. We'll take a quick break here and we'll be back for the All-Star game here momentarily on LI Sports Network.
Travis is like a troll. There's literally nothing but a troll. No. Dude, they're all doing like little like shots back on the so Travis comes in with a fucking behind his back. Yo, I was waiting for him to like fall or some shit. When he hit that, I was like, oh my god. I saw him like start to do it, I'm like, no way. They clean the ice and it's in a bit.